Hey guys, welcome to our weekly fantasy football podcast. It's your boy PT. Hey Train, did you know that the iPhone 5 costs $800 without an upgrade?
$800 for a phone. This phone better be handing out BJs. Boom. All right, man. Welcome to the second ever fantasy football podcast, motherfuckers. Anyway, all right, let's jump right into it, man. Let's get into this injury report. I'm going to quickly run down some of the players that are injured. So let's see, quarterback-wise, Tom Brady listed as probable. He had a shoulder issue. Looks like he is going to play. I don't think he's going to miss the Peyton Manning, Tom Brady reunion. Running back-wise, you got Mendenhall with the knee injury. He is probable. I would probably start him. I think he's going to get at least 10 to 12 carries this game. They are in desperate need of a running game right now. Ben Tate with a toe injury. He is listed as questionable. For those deeper leagues that have Tate, I'd be cautious with him moving forward. Matt Forte is listed as probable. I think Matt Forte does play. It's an easy matchup. In my opinion, they should probably sit him. We don't really need him for this game. Same with Peppers, too, is also dealing with injury. Reggie Bush is also probable. I think he's going to play. McCoy probable. Not a big issue with McCoy. He'll probably play. Wide receiver-wise, Hakeem Nicks and Greg Jennings already ruled out. Garcon is probable. I think he's going to play. Andre Johnson is listed as probable. I think some owners got scared with him because he missed practice during the week. But I think this is going to be a weekly thing with him where they're going to rest him during the week because he's so injury-prone. So don't be scared about that. He's definitely going to play on Monday. Julio Jones listed as probable. I think he has a bounce-back game. Tight end-wise, Gronkowski and Hernandez both listed as questionable. I think Gronkowski will play for sure. I'm not sure about Hernandez. Even if Hernandez plays, I don't think you start him. It's pretty risky coming off an injury. He's been out for like 2-3 weeks already. And that is pretty much the entire injury report. So let's jump right into the questions we got this week from our viewers. The first question is from this guy named Miraj. He says, should I start Reggie Bush this week? Yes, Miraj, start Reggie Bush. He's a must-start every week. Unless your running backs are Arian Foster, LaShawn McCoy, and MJD, you're starting Reggie Bush every week. Ronald, this is the next question from Ronald. He's asking, should I start Reggie Bush, Ridley, or Andre Brown?
I have to go with Ridley and Reggie Bush. They're just going to get most of the workload with Ahmad Bradshaw coming back off his injury. Andre Brown's not going to get that many carries. And I don't see Brandon Bolden taking over anytime soon in New England, so I'd go with Ridley and Bush.
I'm with you on that one, too. I don't think Brown even comes close to those guys right now, especially with Bradshaw being healthy and all. The next question is, I have Torrey Smith, Andre Johnson, Brian Hartline, Danny Amendola, Malcolm Floyd. Which three should I start? This one is from Sunny Desai. That is a Thursday night question from Amendola. Hopefully you did not start him because he did get injured, but he did look pretty good out there when he played. I would take Torrey Smith and Andre Johnson for sure, and I'd probably take Hartline over Amendola just because I think he's going to get targeted a lot, and he's a pretty solid receiver. He's put up some good stats so far this year. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'd definitely go with Torrey Smith and Andre Johnson for sure. And then I really like Brian Hartline because he has 48 targets for the year, second to only Victor Cruz, who has 49. And he's also the leading receiver in yards. So I think Hartline would have been a good play this week.
All right, legit. All right, let's keep it moving. Next question is from Kuno G. KG in the house. What up, KG? All right. So he's asking a pretty good question here. He's asking, should I start MJD against the Bears D that caused 6 turnovers and limited DeMarco Murray to 24 yards rushing? Or should I start Benjarvis Greenhouse, the law firm, who accumulated only 82 yards against Jacksonville and also fumbled twice? And he's playing against the Dolphins. Well, KG, they call Benjarvis Greenhouse the law firm. I'm pretty sure you are a pre-law major. I think I'm joking. Don't start BJ. I'm taking MJD in this one. Even though the Bears are a tough matchup, I think the Dolphins are an even bigger matchup. And I think MJD is guaranteed a good 14 to 15 touches at least. And I just like MJD over BJ right now, for this week at least.
Yeah, I really like Maurice Jones-Drew against the Bears. In addition to that, the Dolphins have a great rush defense. Maurice Jones-Drew versus the Bears over starting Ben Jarvis Green Ellis over while he's playing the Dolphins. So I definitely go with MJD here.
MJD. All right, BJE, MJD. It's just getting confusing. Anyway, MJD on that one, KG. So should I? And then this one, next question is from Akshar Tucker. He's asking, should I start Jacquizz Rodgers? I think in a deeper league, you might want to start him. He is kind of getting involved in the offense. I think he's a better fit for the offense compared to Michael Turner. Maybe in the long run, he will get more value on that team. Right now, if it's like a 14-team league, then I would consider starting him. But and then like a 10, 12 standard league, I don't think he's startable yet right now. So that's a quick answer right there. Dady, don't start him. Question is this next question. Okay, this next question is from Me Here You There from Twitter. His question is, what did you think about my fantasy win this past week, and what does the 4-0 start truly mean? Well, I saw your win. That was a good win. He had came into the game with Brandon Marshall, and he was playing against the Bears D, and he was up 10. So I think for the most part he was behind because the Bears D was just killing Cowboys. And then Brandon Marshall scored a late touchdown, so you got that clutch win. But what does a 4-0 start truly mean? It means you're 4-0 to start off with. It means it's good. It's good. It's a good start. You kind of, if it's a 10-team league, you're kind of guaranteed a spot. I think if you win the next few games, you win like 6 games total, you're kind of guaranteed a spot to make the playoffs. You should be. You should still. I think you're still trying to improve your team moving forward. You shouldn't just rest on that. You should always be trying to improve. The 4-0 is a really good start. You're off to a good start, and you should see how your schedule matches up, how your players' schedules match up, what trades are out there, what pickups are out there. Just keep looking out and trying to improve your team, and hopefully you come out on top at the end of the year. And congrats on that 4-0 start. Don't get too cocky right now. No one likes someone that rubs it in before they win a championship. I'm a 2-time champ, 2 for 2. PT, I think you've won a couple leagues yourself. So yeah, you don't get cocky till the end, guys. So don't start rubbing it in. All right, next question. This one's from Yojan. He's having some quarterback issues. His first question is Tom Brady versus Denver or Matt Ryan versus Washington. Who do I start? What do you think about that, PT?
I really like Matt Ryan in this case. I think he has like 2 of the best weapons out in the league with Roddy White and Julio Jones. And the Washington Redskins don't really have that great of a pass defense. And I think right now Matt Ryan is one of my picks for fantasy MVP throughout the first 4 weeks. And I really like Matt Ryan going forward. And as a result of that, I definitely pick Matt Ryan this week over Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Brady on this one, actually. I think Denver's a pretty favorable matchup, too, and I don't know what it is, but I think there's 3 untouchable QBs where it's Breeze, maybe not even Breeze, but just Brady and Rodgers, really, that I would feel really uncomfortable starting anyone over them. But Matt Ryan does have a really good matchup. I think Tom Brady gets 3 touchdowns this week, probably, especially with that offense coming back, Hernandez coming back. You never know. They're going to have a pretty full offense. And then next question from Yojan, similar situation. He's asking, should I start Breeze or RG3? So Breeze is playing San Diego, and it's RG3 versus ATL. I'm going to take RG3 here. Until further notice, I think RG3 starts over everyone besides Brady and Rodgers. I think he just brings so much to the table. He rushes, he can pass at the same time, and he's a dual threat right now. And that's just my thing. What do you think about that?
I actually like Breeze because the Saints really don't have a running game right now.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, they're always going to rely on Breeze passing it to either Devery Henderson, Jimmy Graham, or Marquise Colston. So I really like Breeze in that sense that he is basically the whole offense for that team.
Yeah.
Even when Darren Sproles produces, it's always on the receiving end rather than on the rushing end. And in addition to that, he's always consistent. So I really like Breeze in that regard over RG3 this week as Breeze faces San Diego.
Yeah, and I think if you're in his situation right now with these 4 quarterbacks, Brady, Ryan, Breeze, and RG3 between 2 leagues, I think you're definitely trying to trade some of them. And I think at the very least you can get a wide receiver 2 or running back 2. And I think if some people are looking for a quarterback of that stature, especially that good, they'll definitely trade away wide receiver 1 and running back 1 for them. So definitely if you're in that good of a situation, you got lucky, you got RG3 and Breeze, definitely trade one of those guys. All right, next question is from HirschB3 from Twitter. He's asking, what do you think of Jackie Battle? So that's the other running back in San Diego. What do you think about him, man?
I mean, he did have a great week last week. There's no doubt about that. I just think that Ryan Matthews is still the premier running back of that team, and therefore I would definitely start Matthews this week as they face New Orleans.
Yeah,
So I wrong Matthews right now. Sure, this guy had a great game last week.
yeah.
However, I think Matthews looking forward is still San Diego's running back, and he will produce later on the season.
Yeah, I think talent will eventually win out there. And I think Battle in the long run is more of a goal line back, vulturing some TDs and maybe a third down back. So I think you can start this week, but moving forward, I think Matthews is going to have way more value. And then the next question is from Sunny Vasdani. He's asking, do I start Antonio Gates or Heath Miller? Quick answer for me, I'm taking Gates. He's getting, I think when he's getting targeted, he's producing. I think versus New Orleans, he's going to have a monster game, so I'm taking Gates this week.
Yeah, I think this is going to be Gates' game that he's going to really come out and show what he's worth. I think he's the number one target, in my opinion, for Philip Rivers, and they've always been comfortable playing together. So I really like Antonio Gates versus New Orleans this week.
Yeah, for sure. Next question. Oh, Sonny Visnani with another question here. Let's see. He's asking, do I start Luck, who's projected to do better than Eli Manning, over Eli Manning this week? I think you're definitely starting Manning this week. Manning's playing the Browns. Luck can probably have a good game. I think he has an outside shot of finishing top 10 this year, fantasy QB wise. He's playing really well right now, and I think versus the Packers he can put up some points too. But I'm definitely taking Eli right now. I don't really want to risk it with a rookie quarterback, so I'm definitely picking Eli.
Yeah, I'm just gonna second that. I really like Eli Manning in this matchup this week. I don't think I would even consider playing this week. So definitely going with Eli.
All right, yeah. I don't know what the hell just happened there. You think kind of glitched for a second. All right. So this next question is from Hirsch Patel asking Matt Ryan, or RG3. This kind of goes along with the question we answered for Yojin. I think between those two guys, oh man, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. You can't really go wrong. So I'm just gonna go RG3 just because I like that they can run and pass it, both of those. So
yeah.
And then he's asking, do you like battle Pierre Thomas, Bolden, or Damian Amendola as a flex? Hopefully he didn't start Amendola because he got hurt. I'm going to go with battle here. I think he gets split carries this week, or at least a good amount of work, and then some red zone carries over those other three guys listed there.
Yeah, I kind of like Bolden this week. Maybe as a flex play. He's targeted quite a bit from the Ravens offense. Flacco, it's really passing to him, Dennis Pita, and Torrey Smith. I really like Bolden actually as a flex play this week, rather than having Amendola or Jackie Battle.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty wacko for Flacco. I see. You're pretty up on him right now. I hope he does well. I haven't played this week, so hopefully he comes through.
Yeah.
Next question is from Pooja. She's asking, should I expect Heartland to have another big game? And then she's also asking, do you guys need a guest co-star? Fantasy football from a female perspective. All right, so let me answer. The first question. I think Heartline is going to have a pretty solid game, 50 to 60 yards at the least. I think moving forward, he's a little bit outside my top 20 right now. He gets targeted a lot, but I think he's going to finish top 25. I think he's going to get the yards. I don't know about the TDs, but yeah, I'm not truly fully in love with him yet. I need a couple more games under his belt to see how he does. But yeah, what do you think about that?
I personally think Heartland's definitely going to be a top 20 wide receiver at the end of the year, and I really think he should be a number 2 wide receiver for a 12-team fantasy football league.
Yeah,
he's targeted so much from the Dolphins offense, and I just think that's just going to continue.
Right.
And as a result of that, I really think he's their go-to receiver, and I personally really like him moving on forward.
All right. Part of the second question, yeah, we do take some cameo guest star appearances, and we would love to have you on the show and the podcast. I think a female perspective would be really interesting. Awesome. So look out for that. We'll definitely contact you. Hell yeah, girls playing fantasy football. It's fucking awesome. All right. Anyway, next question is from Yoga. She's asking, real quick, does he like Garcon, Harline, or Andre Roberts as his flex? Again, Andre Roberts already played on Thursday, but between those three guys, I would have picked Hartline for sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just going to say Hartline just to go with what I said before.
Yeah, definitely. And Garcon hasn't been fully healthy. I'm definitely taking Hartline right now, till further notice. All All right, and we have another question from Keyshawn. He's asking, should I trade MJD for Forte? Real quick, don't do that trade. Forte hasn't been healthy. MJD's a tank. If Forte was healthy, I would actually consider that. Forte is going to produce tons of yards from passing game and rushing game, but you just don't know how his health is moving forward. And MJD, he's going to finish, top 6, 7 for sure. So you got to take those numbers. You keep MJD there. Let's see. Next question is our last one. This one is from Gushol. He's asking, who would you rather have moving forward, DeMarco Murray or Ridley? What do you think about that?
I actually like DeMarco Murray. He's faced 4 of the top 12 defenses in terms of like fantasy points allowed to opposing running backs. So he's definitely like had his first 4 games have been against like tough opponents.
Yeah.
And he did play well his first game against the New York Giants, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And he also is a contributor in their passing game. And having all that in mind, I really think that he is like a valuable asset to anyone's team right now.
Yeah.
And, like right now, he's like definitely like undervalued in terms of like all the criticism he's been getting after like last week's game against the Bears.
Mhm.
But I definitely like him over Ridley per se because
Yeah.
like in New England, like like it's a very pass heavy offense.
Mhm.
And I really think like DeMarco Murray like is just a great overall fit for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And that moving on forward, I think he will produce much more than he has.
Yeah, I think I like. I think I should like Ridley here, only because this. I don't know. Murray's the first game was really good and he got a lot of touches, but the Cowboys have been throwing a lot and they've been falling behind a little bit. And I think he has like 100 rushing yards and 100 receiving yards this year, so he's at least part of the receiving game too. But Ridley, when he's given carries, is producing monster numbers, and I don't know. I think the 2 wins that New England got were both when they had good run game going those games. So I think they're going to realize that they need to run the ball pretty efficiently and constantly every game. So I like Ridley moving forward, but Murray has more upside for sure. Because if he can put up numbers like he did last year before he got injured, then he's a top 7, 8 back. Which like leads into our next question from Jason. He says, "Do you think Murray will ever be what people thought he'd be preseason wise? People had him, as a potential top 6 back. I'm not sure if he's gonna get that great. I think he has a good shot. If he gets it together, finish top 10 for sure.
Yeah, like I don't see him as like a 5 or 6, but definitely like a maybe between like 9 to 12 for sure in that range.
Yeah.
So
All right, for sure, man. Yo, dude, hold on. Back it up for a second. Back it up, dude. I'm getting a little tired. You gotta take like a 20-second break. That's cool. Back it up, CT. Back it up. Alright, that was a good break. Good break. All right, man. Now let's play a little game of over under. We got a few questions here. Here's the first one. Over under number 5, the position that Julio Jones finishes in the wide receiver rankings at the end of the year.
Like as of now, it seems like Julio Jones has had like those like great games where he's like bursted out and have had those games where he's like basically anything. However, saying that like going out into the future, I really think that he is like a great wide receiver, and I do think he'll finish around either at 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I think he'll be hopefully will be more consistent from now on. But like it's obviously like it's very difficult because they have like 2 wide receivers. They have like Roddy White, who's also like a great wide receiver. They have Julio Jones, so it'll be interesting to see how those targets are split up going into the future. But I do believe that Julio Jones will be a top 5 wide receiver.
Okay, I'm gonna take the over here. I think he was a little overhyped before the season started. Thought Roddy White was undervalued here. I think Julio Jones is gonna finish at the end of the top 10, so he's still top 10, maybe like 10th or 9th, but inside the top 10 seems more reasonable than top 5 for sure. Next over-under is over-under 3, games before Tim Tebow starts for the Jets. I'm going to take the under here. I think they have 0 playmakers on offense. That's just an awful offense. If you put Tebow in there, he can at least create some stuff out of nothing. for that team, they definitely need to make a change. Their offense just looks so bad. No playmakers, losing Santonio Holmes for the rest of the year. Sean Green's looking awful, and I'm taking the under. I think he starts before 3 games.
Well, being a USC fan, I'm gonna say over. Hopefully Mark Sanchez picks it up. He has like a tough matchup this week against Houston, but I just really think that like a Tebow offense, like although it would be different for the Jets, I still think they should like stick to Sanchez, give him like a few more chances, and maybe like in 5 games I could see Tebow, but not inside 3.
Okay, I think Tebow will eventually start. We both agree on that one for sure. And this is the last one. Over under 35 total touchdowns for RG3 this season. I'm gonna take the under on that. Even though Cam Newton, I think he's getting compared to Cam Newton a lot. Cam Newton finished with 35 touchdowns last year. I believe he had like 14 rushing touchdowns, 21 passing, which is ridiculous. I don't think Griffin will have 35 total. I think he'll have 30 total. That's more reasonable. But 35 is pretty crazy. I think he might even have a chance to get hurt. The way they're running that option, he's just getting smacked around. So I'm taking the under 35 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm gonna say under as well. I think like 35 is like such a great number.
Yeah.
And like it's definitely achievable.
Yeah.
But like Green said, he's very vulnerable to injuries right now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely go with under for time being.
All right. Now we got a couple joke questions. Here's one. An over/under question. Over/under is 3. Over/under 3. The amount of times you actually look at Sofia Vergara's face while you're watching Modern Family. I know she has a great body and shit. I respect women and they're not objects. So I'm gonna say I'm still gonna go under here. Don't look at her face at all during the show, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Under 3 for sure. I'm saying you're gonna go under 3 too. All right, under for.
I really watch Modern Family, so I can't really answer that, but I'll go with whatever you say.
Under for both. She has a great body. Google her. You already haven't. Not that I do that kind of shit. Anyway, here's another one. Who's the best looking player in the NFL? I think I'm gonna go with Brady, the Golden Boy. That dude's just pretty damn good looking. What do you think?
This is a tough one.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, I don't know. We're not gay. I'm not gay. Are you gay?
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. To our gay viewers, we respect you. We're just answering a question just to make sure people know we're not gay. But yeah, I think Brady for sure. You know, also looking pretty good is Cutler. I don't know when he takes his helmet off and shit. His hair looks. I don't know how his hair looks that good, and he looks like a badass with his helmet on. All right, I got a man crush on Cutler. Anyway, so that was. I'm going with Golden Boy, Tom Brady. The guy's a man. He's living the dream right now. And then finally, let's get our bold predictions for the week. My bold prediction. Mike Vick rushes for 100 yards versus that Steelers defense. I think he's going to be pressured a lot, and I think he's going to run out, get 100 yards total.
I'm going to go with Cedric Benson rushing over 125 yards with a touchdown. He's getting carries like very consistently. He's always between like 17 and 20 carry range.
Yeah.
And I think he could really like
he's getting a lot of touches. Yeah, he's getting a lot of touches. All right, legit guys. All right, man. Hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Send us questions for next week. We're going to tape it a little bit earlier so we can help you out on Thursday night game. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a good Sunday. Good luck on Sunday.
Good one.
God bless America. Good night, India. Take care.
Yeah.